What's happening, everybody? The Jims here, and with the Miss Jims.
Hi.
Hope everyone's having a good Sunday and had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Ooh. We're just hanging out here on the Hermitcraft Mod Sauce 2 server, having a good time. Working on Britannia stuff today. After this elevator decides to work. Oh, there we go. Good elevator. Oh crap.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm either floating or I'm going to go back up the elevator, which is not what I want. Damn it. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're safe now. Alright, just going to grab a block. Stack of those. That should be good. Because today we're going to work on some redstone stuff. It ain't going to be pretty, guys. I'm sorry. Apologizing ahead of time. So we're still going to work on what we were working on last time, which is the auto farm with day blooms and the Rafflowsia. I was able to get this figured out and working, so it's good. Let me just go ahead and show you. Basically what I had before was the solid blocks were on top and the redstone was on top of those. Apparently that caused issues, but it works fine if you do it like this. Like it's to the side of it that's powering it. So I have both night bloom and day bloom set up. I just got to put them on a timer to get them both auto crafted. So let me go ahead and pull this over here. So what I've gotten working so far is quite a bit of a mess, but it's a start. Quite a bit of a mess. Probably gonna chop this part out. Let's go ahead and put on our magnet for now. Okay. So, that was my flower, wasn't it? Okay, we'll keep that. So, what we're trying to get, what we've gotten so far is this part right here is where the Rafflowsia is going to be sitting. So we'll set them down right there. And I've got it right now set up on a timer of about a minute. So you can kind of see what it's going to do. Basically, it's going to, well, that's not right at all either. So, pretty much what's going to be happening is a timer is going to go off, and it's going to recede this so that it's at a height that is not going to be harvesting the day bloom and night blooms above. And during that period, we're actually going to use the day bloom and night blooms to generate mana. And then we are going to also, like when it gets close to the time for them to wither, this guy's going to pop back up and start eating them. Nom 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 nom. It's going to be eating all of them. Okay. So now that I've kind of explained that, what I've got right now is I've got this. It's going to be our little timer. But we're also going to have, so whenever it goes off, we want it to trigger this, which is going to start that little, this little set of redstone repeaters, which will be enough delay to have the Rafflowsia get replanted wherever it might need to go. I think I might rotate that and switch which side it's on. So after that, after it hits this certain point, we'll get rid of this over here. we're going to have to go through a bit of a timer for, I think it's about 4 minutes. Let me just do the math here. Hold on. Get a calculator out. Clear it out. So, Rafflowsia will process 1 flower every 40 ticks. I think that's how it works. Yeah. So 40 ticks times 128 flowers. That's an approximate. And then we're going to divide that by... Well, that's how many ticks we need. We need 5,120 ticks. Okay. Which is about 256 seconds. Which is about 4.5 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a clock circuit. I think we're going to use an Ethonian clock. Let's see here. 256 seconds. Was that what we had? Hold on. Times 60. Yeah, so exactly 256 seconds. Wow. Nice. This should work out good. Okay. So whenever we get redstone signal here, is that when we want to take it to the clock? Let's see what this guy wants. Actually, let's get rid of those. Just set up straight up with a clock. Alright, so get rid of... Actually, that guy's that basically is turning the run and carpus off and on, so that whenever, like by default. Wait, is that going to work at all? That's not going to work. We still have to have this connected. Oh, jeez. Alright, this is going to be a mess until we get it all sorted out and working. So let's get some hoppers. What else are we going to need? Hoppers, blocks, pistons, sticky pistons, comparators. Yeah, should be good for everything else. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have this. We're going to take the redstone signal from that guy. So let's see, we're just going to do a redstone repeater out of that. We'll see able to go to that. On top of that, we'll have... Wait, no, that's not going to work, is it? Nope. Do a couple of these. Actually, get rid of these for now. Okay. So right here, I'm going to start our little timer thingamajigger. So I'm going to put a block on this. Sticky piston. That's too close to whatever else that we have over there, so we'll just move it over one more. And like by default, the clock's not going to be on. Just wanted to turn on every once in a while. So we said redstone. Piston with this in front of it. I'm going to have a solid block here. Look at these guys on our bar. And then we're going to have a comparator coming out of this and there. Block. Come over here, place this and this, break that, and put our piston over here. And then a block here and whatever else here, okay? So that's going to give us a little timer. Basically what you do is you put a bunch of items in one side, and it trickles out into the other. Right now we have redstone signal, so I'm just going to break that for a second. You can kind of see how the timer is going to work. So whenever this one empties out, everybody says it's just going to tick back and forth. And we're going to send that, or fill it up so that it has a full amount of items, so we can get 256 ticks out of it. Hey, LG Shoe. Okay, so that's timer. Then we can use either this, yeah. We'll see, it actually ticks down to 0 for a second. There you go. Or we can do like this, I believe. And only like tick a signal whenever it finishes. Okay. So I think we'll go off of that. Somehow. And then we're going to go to this contraption that we have over here, which is another one that's going to go for probably about the same amount of time, about 4 minutes. Yeah. And that'll give it time to actually plant using the run-on carpus we're going to have. Each of the different kinds of flowers. Actually, no, it's going to be half of that. So it's going to do... Let me just check something out. Hold on. Right, that's not going to tick back, right? Okay. So if... We'll let that tick, and I'm just going to see how many pulses we get out of this when it does. So any second now. Any minute now. Okay, it ticked. But it didn't affect this at all. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. It's supposed to, turn off for like a second. Which isn't quite long enough, apparently. Maybe we should be giving signals somewhere else then. Or giving like the different kind of signal. We can do that. We'll do the inverted signal of it, I guess. So there's that. There's that. Or would we do it over here? We do it over here, wouldn't we? Boop! Like that. But then that's not going to affect the piston. Dang it. Redstone. It's the worst. Because I can't put it there, because that's... If I put it here... If we do that to this to this, nope, same diff. To that. I could do it like this, maybe. Pull signal from that guy instead. Just invert it. Thing is, man, freaking redstone. Now it's just going back and forth forever.
Forever.
So only needed to do the counter once. So maybe what I need is not a clock, but a latch. I'm not even sure what this RS NOR latch does, but I'm just going to set one down and we'll watch it and we'll see what it does. So it looks like it's kind of the same basis. I'm going to have comparators coming out of 2 hoppers. And some redstone signals on them. The repeater. And that. This one doesn't use pistons either, so that's good, I guess. And redstone also going in here, but also coming out of here. And then another block. And then that, with redstone going into there and coming out of this. Okay, and we'll give it a stack, half a stack of items. Okay. I can see the items are bouncing back and forth between the two. And each side is ticking, but it's not staying off for a prolonged period, so I don't quite understand the whole purpose of that being a latch. Am I missing something here? Nope, those are the right way. That's the right way. Is there a tick delay on any of those? Nope. And no redstone. Alright, so normally I wouldn't mess with like other mods, but I think I might have to just to get this set up. So there's this mod called Blue Power, which is like redstone power, or red power, whatever it was. Also, let's see your timer. Right, it's gonna be blue power. Eesh. There's gotta be something for this. I swear I had it set up doing what I want it to do over here. By sending redstone signal to that one? Nah. It'd have the same effect, though. At least I think it would. Yep, because being off, that's not going to do anything. But if it's on all the time, then it's just not going to tick at all. Like... oh, that did do a tick. I wonder if that's pulsating twice here or just once. And why was it not doing that on the hourglass timer? Oh, because that's not going into the same block as that. Huh. But it kind of does. So what happens is that signal goes here, it's picked up by this, all the way around, and then back into here. Okay. Should turn that off for a second and see if it does that. Wait, why is it still going? Shouldn't it be off right now? Oh no, no it shouldn't, okay. We'd have to invert the signal for that. Or take it off with that down there. We can swap that out really quick, I believe. Gotta be quick. Oh. It looks like the signal didn't go along the redstone repeaters. What? Oh yeah, okay. It's my bad. One little thing can set it off. Okay. So... give that a second to go. What's up, the only Sphinx? It's going good. How are you doing? Why is that off right now? We want the inversion of that. Where it's on, and then when that flips, it'll turn. Okay. So there goes the redstone signal. Yes, we got one pulse out of that. Nice. So basically that's going to be our 256 tick delay. And then we'll take that and basically do the repeat here. So we need this to always be on. Somehow from that. Do like this, I guess. No, we can't do like that. Well, we do have to do like this one. Okay. And then from there we'll have like a torch on that maybe? Because that's not going to impact that, but then we can have... because it needs to be on all the time. A repeater. There we go. Okay. Then we'll come out of this with another one. But we also want to... let's see. Can you give me a tick, please? Okay. Is it gonna be ticking soon? Yes, it is. Okay, let's watch it this time.
Whoopsie.
And there it goes. Triggers that. That guy pulses. Allows this guy to go. And we'll just get rid of a lot of these for now. Give it just, what, 16? How much did we have in this one? 8. We'll give it 16 as well. Okay. Wait a second, what? Why is that not on? Oh, jeez. Wait, what? Did we take all the items out? Yeah, I think we did. Anyway. Okay, there we go. No, that's the one. Okay.
Do you have your donation alerts on?
They should be. Why? I never turn them off.
Okay. LG just said he check and see if it went through.
Unless the authorization between the two is... It went through. It did.
It didn't do the sound though.
It just didn't play on our donation thing. Let me see if I can make it trigger. Is this the page that I use? It is. No, it's not. Is it? Give me a second, guys. Just a minute here. We are having some technical difficulties. It's the right page. Don't show this again. Alright, does it even... Oh my goodness, I've got a new web page. We are aware of donation issues and we'll be working them over the next week. Sorry?
Bullshit. Okay, you'll have to play it elsewhere.
Where's my... There it is. Connecting. 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 Well, it's connecting. Let's keep watching this thing. It's about to go off again. Okay, that should trigger that.
Yeah.
And that should trigger that one. Cool. Okay.
It should be a chain reaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even the testing widget doesn't work.
Balls.
Nope. Oh well. Sorry, LG. Thank you for the donation. And Flash does need to be let out. Do they even
let me
have my widget? No, I got this.
You got it?
I got this.
Okay. Okay.
Did they lose all my information? thought I had this. It'll just take me to the page. That's not what I want. I want it to actually play the song. Great. Okay, maybe I can. Oh wait, nope. Maybe I've got it stored somewhere. That's not it. Okay, maybe I don't have it anywhere.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yep, I love you.
I love you.
I was probably gonna go get the flash so we can play the flash for you guys. Okay, alright, so I need to be watching this right here. Is it about to go off again? It is, okay. I want to make sure we only get one pulse out of this. Hi, welcome back! Just one pulse. Okay, there it goes. Your phone was off?
Yeah, it died.
Okay, there goes that. We should flip back here in a second, and then we should get one pulse out of this. Beautiful. Okay. Do we care about the pulse out of this, though? No, because that's... okay. But we were concerned about this being the opposite. So we want it to be... yeah, we do care about the pulse out of that. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Yes, we do. So when this goes, it turns on the Rafflowsia. The Rafflowsia we want to turn off at this point. Okay, so we need to get the signal from this guy and have it swing and turn off the Rafflowsia. So... you got it? Thanks, baby.
Yay!
Thanks for the flash. And thank you for the tip, LG Shoe. We just brought the flash out.
We flashed you.
We flashed everybody. Alright, so I think we'll just do like a redstone repeater from this guy. And whenever it turns off, we want that to go back. Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah. So whenever this doth give signal, then we want to take that signal and send it back to those. Maybe we can like string it up on top of this or something. We'll do that. Not like that though. Not like that. There we go. Uh-oh. And one more. And then down. And down. And down. I'm just going to switch this back to how I had it earlier, which was like this and like this. with the hourglass up here. Alright. Okay, so we do it like that. Signal's always on. Well, but we could do it like this. Boom. So it's not always on. Okay.
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 Go watch your crazy ex-girlfriend show.
I will. Okay, I love you.
I love you. And so I'm just going to take that and click this up to the max delay it'll have, though we probably want to have more of a delay than just that. Break this guy, throw this guy here. But we don't want it to be always on. We just want a tick out of it, so I'm going to have to invert the signal a little bit. Probably like that. Wait, why is it always on now? What? Should not be on right now. Why? Oh, because we triggered that. Okay. Still, it shouldn't be on. When that's down, that's off, that's on. That's off. That's off. Oh, this is... The gym smash! Barg! Rarg! Alright, there's the position we want it to be in, like, default. It should be in this position. No? Well, this is when Rafflowsia is running, so... basically every 64 minutes is what we're going to do for the hovering glass. It's going to tick. When it ticks, the redstone is going to get pulled back up to this position. Okay, and when it gets pulled back up to that position, it's going to start this chain of events. Which will start that chain of events. But then it'll also push that back. Okay, something's going on here. We'll break that for a second, just to see what's up. Alright, we should be getting only a tick. Oh. It's not actually connected anywhere. There we go. Okay. Should only get like a tick off of that, which will push it down to that position there. So here we go. So it's going to work. And boom, Rafflowsia is on. Start the counter. Okay, definitely not working. Nope, definitely not doing what I want it to do. Maybe things were haywire at that time, so we'll give it another shot. Any minute now. Okay, and it's going. Ticks through here. Ticks through here. What's going on here? Is that powered on through some other means, or like that should be powering it on, right? But it should have clicked off for a second and worked. Let's see if it clicks off this time. What am I making jetpacked on? I am working on a sort of scheme of mana generation using a Rafflowsia flower with Botania. Alright, so we should see that tick off for a second. And it did. When that happens, we should have seen that guy like tick back and forth, but it didn't. Why did that not tick back and forth? Is this guy... he's powered on. Alright, something funky is going on. I don't think it's these guys. Maybe it's this one? Blarg redstone. Just get rid of that for now. Okay, so that would normally trigger the Rafflowsia. Okay. Oh, that actually did something that time. So apparently whatever we had was interfering with the redstone signal. Okay. I mean, this works good for the most part. Just this little bit right through here we need to get going. Maybe I'll move the counter clock on this side instead, so that it's got more visible room. But no, I kind of like it back there. Sure. Okay, so know for sure that works. And that's going to give the Rafflowsia time to do its thing. Let me just see here. I'm curious as to what point this is going to tick. Like half our stream tonight's going to be sitting here waiting for the redstone clock to click. Just put a button down. That would be the easy way out. Or a lever. Alright, here we go. Okay, it flashed there. And I'm thinking that's the only point that it's going to flash at, too. Yeah, okay. So, the only way you can tell when it finishes is definitely going to be this guy over here. We'll just do it this way. Okay, the redstone guy there. Alright, then but how do we want to handle that? basically when that gets done, we want to have it toggle to the on position, which is what I was going to do with this RSNOR latch over here. Or whatever kind of latchy thing it is. Like that. Alright. But the thing is, so when... Okay, I'm just gonna watch it. I know it's not gonna work. I'm not sure how to make it work the way I want it to work. But let's just take it, give it a look. Okay. So at this point the Rafflowsia is doing its thing. Gets done, gets reset. But see there, the timer gets... So when it gets reset, I need to make sure that it doesn't affect the timer. Like that needs to happen. But then when that finishes, it doesn't need to interfere with this. So this right here, right? That's good. And when it gets to there, nothing. How can we do that? How indeed. Maybe if the timer was up here and just connected on this side of the latch. No, so it's basically just doing a loop right now. So there needs to be some condition. I don't know if it's going to be like an AND gate or something I need to do. Alright, so that's the start of it. I would cut it off. So right, so this guy right here, I think if we do a combination of this nope, because then that instantly turns that on, which is what we don't want it to do. So when it's in this position, we want it to go through. So when this is off, and this is off, we want it to go through. But if either one of those is on, okay. Alright, so it's like an AND gate, I believe. One and the... wait. Yeah, okay. So... oops. Let's not fall into the void. Alright, so right now we would want it to be off. Now we would want it to be on. Now we want it to be... yes, on. Okay. Okay. I think I got this. I think I've got this. Okay. Nope. No, I don't. When both of those are on, either of them are on. Let's do like this instead. Nope, that connects there. Let's not do like that. It's like that. Then like that. So we can take this and do like this. And then let's check that out. Okay. Tick, please. Both of those are off. Do it. Right? So at this point, Rafflowsia would be running, doing its stuff. And this little timer should be going too. And then it'll come back through. And it'll hit that, and it'll tick. Similar to what the clock's about to do. Do it, clock. Come on. I believe in you. Oh, we got more than a pulse out of this, though. It's staying on. Urgh. Okay, now it's turned off, and it'll stay off until the timer ticks again. Great. Okay, that's what we were after. So now how do we get that to go through there? We'll just break this guy. And do like this. Alright, let's see if that does the trick. It should. Safe trip, Shadowhawk. Safe trip. Alright, come on, timer. Turn that Rafflowsia back on. Which is what it's going to do here in a second. Let's use a redstone. Oh, we can't place redstone torch on that? Sad face. Okay. Alright, here we go, here we go. Boom. Rafflowsia is on. Harvesting all the close to withering stuff. Starts the timer. Timer finishes. Rafflowsia gets disabled. It starts putting up the other flowers. Puts up the other set of flowers, and it's done. And then it sits there and we let it harvest. And it won't repeat until our timer... Sweet. Alright, so the only thing is possibly adding a delay here to give time for Rafflowsia So we're going to do that. Basically, instead of pulling directly out of there, we're going to get a bunch of these guys. Pretty much as many as we have down there. Ish. Okay. And redstone repeaters. And we're going to go to probably... Actually, if I lit up this, that would have the same effect, right? Yeah, I should do it. Get rid of that, put it over here. Didn't expect that to be on all the time, though. I thought that was just going to tick. I guess that's right. It keeps the clock from clocking. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Some nice little delay there. Give it time to plant the Rafflowsia. And not accidentally pick it up. So that leaves one more challenge, and that's turning off and on the run-in carpus that we're going to have set up here. Basically, we're going to have a run-on carpus that's going to be sitting up here, and it's going to have the different podzels underneath it. Okay, so how do we do this? Probably from the other side, actually. So this seems to be where that guy's at. Yep, so... do like this, get a little redstone block. Probably feed redstone signal into here. Pretty much all the time except for when we hit this counter time. So how can we tell we're in the counter? Let's give this a second to click. Really? Dirt blocks? I do not understand getting stuck on dirt blocks. That is so annoying. Alright, here we go. And that ticker's gonna tick. Then turn back. Okay, allowing this to start moving stuff in here in a second. Yep, there we go. And then back. Okay. And I wasn't looking at all to see... Okay, so basically... fills up that one and then it switches back to that one. Here we go. Okay, let's watch this time. Tick, 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 tick. We should get a signal from this guy. Yep. Okay. Now tick from that guy until this guy's empty. So when this is empty, so from the time that we get a tick from this guy to the time that this one's empty is how long we want this thing to be without redstone signal. Okay. Not gonna worry about it. Let's make some running carpusses, and then a bunch of day blooms and a bunch of night blooms, and we'll give this a shot and see what actually happens. How about that? Sound good? Alright, running carpus. So, redstone root times 2, rune of earth times 2. Two rune of earth. Orange metapetal times 4. Regular orange, mystical orange petal times 2. I think I saw yellow and red also. And a 2 red men petals. Is that it? Excellent. And then 2 seeds. Okay, and get our this guy. Get our water guy. Okay. So get some water. And let's make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are the 2 of those? A rune of earth and a seed. Okay. Oh, water first. Two of those, rune of earth. Sweet. And we should have the floaty thingamajiggers to make them floaty. Okay. Why did I make 2? I'm not sure now that I think about it, because I had it set up so I can only so it'll work with just 1, which is good. All right, so we'll put you up here. Right there. Okay. And we'll put Rafflowsia down here. Take off our magnet. And see if this perhaps is going to work. And the next thing will be to figure out mana generation and stuff like that. This is just getting the redstone, the basics going, basically. And I'm going to do this and that. And there and there. Okay. Okay, so the top one didn't pick it up. That's what I was mostly concerned about. But it didn't, which is good. And that's it, turning the running carp and planting it down there. Okay, great, great, great. I think we got success. Alright, now we got to get a bunch of items. Just using dirt, I believe, is working pretty good. To fill up the hoppers. Let me check this and see how many items it says we can put into these clock circuits. Alright, so 2 by 6 by 2, 24 block volume, clock period 8 to 256 seconds. per item. So let's see here. If we do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our calculator. So 5 times 64 is 320. But 4 times 64 is 256. Are you supposed to leave it so there's just 3? Like, so there's only 4 stacks? Is that? I don't know. We'll give it a shot. We're going to be doing that here too. However, we've only got 3 stacks there, so let's get some more dirt, I guess. Do we have any more? Wow. Seriously? Deprive me of dirt, huh? Okay. We'll get some more. Okay, nope, I do not want to go back to spawn. We'll use 4 something else. What do we have 4 of? You know what? I know we have at least that much living wood. 4 stacks of living wood. Right, I forgot we're using the different kind of. Okay, anyway, that's all the living wood I wanted. So I'll come back over here. You're all empty, right? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to take this guy. And let's see here. I should have some more soul sand over here. 50. Yeah, 50 is probably good for now. We can live with it being less than 50. And then let's see here. Item frames. Need some item frames. 2, yeah. Some Corpus sparks. I'm just gonna go in these. Boop, boop. I got some sparks too. All right, then. A lot of hourglasses. I'll have to do some manual clocks for those. Really, that's all the... Yikes. Might have to make some more redstone torches too. Alright, so we're gonna set these up on basically standard old timer. Actually, we could do this a lot easier than a standard old timer, couldn't we? Yeah, but we will. So we need to comparator this guy as well. And let's put that in a different chest. Oh, by the way, our item frames disappeared again. Like, I know I had set up these with item frames. Sugarcane. Gone. Poofed. Freaking poofters. There we go. And give that a corporeal spark also, so it doesn't eat up all of our buckets. There you go. Boop. We have comparators coming off of them. Oh wow. That's closer than I thought it would be to the Pit Apothecary, and we'll do probably 3 is going to be good. Okay, and then that's going to go into a little redstone clock here. Should be like that, and that. Peter, this. Click that up to 4. 4. Okay. Single block. Single block. And a couple torches. Okay. Whoa, that's much too quick, actually. We'll do a couple repeaters, I guess. Still thinking I might do what I was talking about a second ago. Basically, what I was thinking of doing is this right there. Give it some... but that's not hooked up to the comparator if we do that. Whereas this is, so it'll auto shut off after a certain period of time. Alright, so just gonna do a couple repeaters through here. That's probably good. And get our blocks. Then you gotta do like this if you're gonna do it that way. And we'll just chop this guy off here. Boop. And that guy there. I hope that doesn't interfere with the other stuff. And then we can perhaps go from that to here somehow. Oh yeah, just like this. Is our magnet off? It is good. How come? Oh. Redstone is hard, okay? Yep, nope. You done screwed up. Alright, put those water buckets and the extra flowers in here. How did I screw up? So... gotta have a lever, man. You always gotta have a lever. Lever keeps you from messing up. And it's gonna go on the block that was providing redstone signal, which is that one, so... Whoops. Okay, that's fine. Actually, no, that's not fine. It's gonna go down here. There we go. Okie dokie. There we go. And we'll do the same thing over here. So basically it was get rid of a bunch of those guys and put, what do we say, 4? So 1, 2, 3. Bump these guys up. Put down a little signal there. And hook it up to these. Redstone dust through here. And then attach that up to here. Oh yeah. Boop. Gotta go a little further to get to this one. Ish. Further-ish. Is that going to work? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That may interfere with the timer. Hee. Pick them up. What? Are they not getting picked up? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Water buckets. What's up with the water buckets? Are we seriously out of water buckets? Yep. Okay, so that was still too fast. Too furious. Our water buckets couldn't keep up. So if the water buckets are the problem, dang it. That's frustrating. That is really frustrating. I just want to, I just want this to work, you know? Do you know? I got this set to what, 4 seconds? But I still only have so many buckets. Still limited on buckets. Why do I have limited number of buckets? I need more buckets. You know what? I think I need a separate bucket for buckets over here. That may fix our issue. Let's do that. Let's get a chest. A item frame. What, no more item frames? Really? Okie dokie. Let's get how much room do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will do 32 leather and 4 stacks of sticks. I think these are how we make item frames. Yep. Okay. And then we'll do 63 iron ingots. Oh, we also need a corporeal spark for this new chest. Put you there, give you item frame here with corporeal spark there. Do our little crafty majigger here. And there we go, got some empty buckets. But of course you've probably picked up, no? Well, I'm surprised you didn't pick up anything else. Were you temporarily turned off? I've got an off switch for that? Huh, okay. Fair enough. And we'll put our empty buckets in there. And they should get recognized by the system, and we should start seeing some more water buckets in here. Okay, and that's full, but we'll just do this. Yep, that can definitely be a lot quicker. I do believe. So we'll do... boop. If you do not have inventory room for it, it throws it to the floor. Alright, we'll just cut that in half, put it down to... Actually, let's see if we can do 1 tick. How often is a tick? Or second, 20 ticks. I don't trust that. Definitely go with 2. Okay. Okay, so basically that's doing every 40 seconds a bucket of water. Whereas these... Yeah, I ripped out the pedal apothecaries, didn't I? Right here. Right there. Yeah. Seems like a lot quicker, right? So let's see if we can slow that down a little bit more. We already have it. I mean, we got 31 redstone repeaters. Might as well. Go to another. So each one of these is, I think it goes like, what? No, it's not 4 ticks. Fixture. It's 1 tick, 2 ticks. So it goes 1 tick, 2 ticks. Nuh-uh, 4 ticks, 8 ticks. Right? Am I? Have those changed? Is it 3 ticks? I thought it went up exponentially. Let's see here. Okay, to a maximum of 4 redstone ticks. So 4, 4, 4, 4. Which is what? Right, that right there would be... So this right here would be basically a second. Okay. Then we can also put them on this side as well. So we do this, that little redstone thing I made there. Just gives signal to this guy. Then we can take that with more repeaters. Alright, so that's a whole lot of redstone repeaters. Yeah? How much do we really want though? We want about 4 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay, and we'll do the same over here. So there's 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put there. And get rid of these. Alright, we'll extend them. Okay. Alright, so we'll let one go and just see how it... Give this water too. Get both of these water to start off with. Okay, go for it. quite a bit of a delay. Okay, we'll just count the time between when we hear the crafting noises. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yowza! Hey, welcome back, Valentin 957986. Alright, so that's more than enough. That's like 16 seconds in. 16 seconds times 64, 1024. So that's how long it'll take. 1024 seconds to get. Alright, full stack for 17 minutes. Perfect. See if it works with both of them going at the same time. Wonderful. JC, it has the equivalent of Project Red. It's called Blue Power. This is what Project Red was based on. Which Project Red definitely has a lot more awesome stuff than Blue Power, but digital bundled wireless transceiver, that looks wicked. Did I not set up the delays right on both of these? It sounded like this one was going quicker than the other. Alright, I think I had some more nightshades back here too. Just go and grab them. Whoop. Put them in here. Grab one of those. And one of these. Alright, so now I gotta figure out how we're gonna get the mana and get it transported. So we'll have recessive spark. We got a mana pool and we'll need a spark to go in the mana pool. Okay. Also, we definitely want to have the most high-powered thing we can get, so we'll snag the elven one that we have down here, or Gaia. And okay, here's another thing. So something didn't work right. Something very bad didn't work right. Hold on. Where is our Rafflowsia? Did it get planted up here? It did. And what? Ah, jeez. I was afraid it would plant over here too. Okay. That's why I wanted to have it turned off, so that it wouldn't accidentally grab the Rafflowsia and plant it instead. Up there, when it shouldn't be up there. Stay down there. But I can't use the petite version because I want it to have the full area that it normally has. I just don't want it to get picked up by you. Which I figured would be okay if it had like a height issue. Maybe we can fill it in with blocks so it doesn't. Like... no, it's not going to work either. Dang it. I heard it picking up blocks from down here. You're kidding me. Like, did Vasky tweak this thing so that it does a higher range? Because it used to not. I used to have problems with it picking up stuff that's too low. Ah, crud. Alright, so we gotta figure a way to keep it off when we don't want it to be on. So by default, we're going to have redstone signal. Oop, come back here. So maybe we have, and then that's going to give signal. Pretty much we can just have it off for a short period of time until this gives signal. Right. Let's get rid of that. Oh, come back here. And get these. I'm not sure if this will work, but it's worth a shot. Let's see. So then, basically just mimicking what we have back there. Oh, not like that. Except maybe with non-sticky pistons? No, because... Okay, we want it to be... off until we have a portion of redstone signal from that. So... Is that right, though? Because... No, that's also not right. Dang it. That takes time to turn off too. Okay, no, we do have the delay there. Okay. So yeah, whenever we get redstone signal from this, that's when... There's our other piston. We want this to... Okay, it's going to have to be a... Not a T flip-flop, but a latch. Similar to what we had down there, I guess. Or we could do a T flip-flop. No, we can't do a T flip-flop. What if we did this? Nope, that's not going to work. What if... Too many what ifs, guys, too many what ifs. Like when it's in this position, we still want it to be planting flowers. Ah, jeez. So much redstone catastrophe through here. And now I just need to make it even worse. Yeah, I think we have room for a latch. Not recommended, but we'll see if we can make it fit. So basically we're going to have piston pushing down, right? Yeah. So put the piston like right over here maybe? Boop. Nope, not right there. Maybe like right here? Right here. And this right here. Okay, and then these guys through here. Yeah, this might work. Repeaters, we'd have just enough repeaters. That maybe. Then repeater goes into here. Then you have one facing that, one facing that. I got those. And I got these two. Dang it. Okay. There we go. So then if we make that a solid block, so basically right now it's going to be off. When we get redstone signal to this guy right here, then it will flip it off, let the run-in carpus plant, and at the same time we're going to start getting the flowers that we're going to use to plant. Okay. But we want it to also toggle off again before the next cycle, which is like 30 minutes. Freaking, how are we going to toggle it? Which would have to come from here. There's no way I can get signal from that thing up here. So latch isn't going to work. And we can't delay it by 4 minutes with repeaters. So how are we going to make it start working again? Okay, so the thing is, it only needs to be on after that period. How long we leave it lit up for after that? Bah. 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 I mean, I could totally just like pull signal from there, but that's not until like after it's and there's a chance that when it flip-flops that it gets picked up by the stupid one up here as opposed to the one that it needs to be picked up by, which is right there next to it. Not happy. Not happy at all. This is too much work, guys. Way too much work. Let's see how we're doing on the production of them, at least. Still doing it. Look at that. 63 and plenty. Awesome. So we can actually go ahead and set those up to see if they plant, but I don't want to do that if this stupid run-in carpus is gonna plant it up. If the run-in carpus plants this up there, everything that I've worked to make is just doesn't matter. It'll keep going, and it'll just waste a bunch of mana. A whole lot of mana. So, where else can I trigger this T flip-flop from? Or maybe we can have it powered from below whenever... Oh yeah, I figured out that these things don't pass signals, so I can't put like... Yeah, if the signal passes through this trodden dirt here, then this one will be off. Guess what? Trodden dirt doesn't pass signal. It's like glass. QQ, QQ. Though that is the ideal way to do it, if this is down. So if that's down, then what? This is off right here? That might work. Let's give that a shot. Break that guy. Get some torches. We need some more torches. 16 stick. And this one right here, right? Shh. Yep, that's not gonna work. Good game. Okay, we can come off of this one maybe. Break that. Place this here. Look at that, it's not flipped it up yet. Good, good, good. Oh, no, did we need that? Do we need that there? Yeah, we do. Okay, that's keeping the bottom Renin Carpus from accidentally picking up the top Renin Carpus's stuff. Alright, so then we'll go with that, and then there, and then just break that for a second. Break that for a second. Then here, and there. Well, that should do it. Right? And then there. So right now it's off, which means that one works. But whenever that one is up, then that signal will be off, and that'll be on, and that'll be off, and that'll be on. Sweet! Alright. We're gonna just assume it works, and roll with it. How long until the next rotation? We got a little bit. In the meantime, we definitely need to do some block swapping, so we're gonna quickly grab some more. We'll use these green petals for now, I guess. And oh, the mana. We gotta get the mana going. Actually, that is #1 priority here. Crap, 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 crap. Where did we put our? That's the elven one. That's not what I want. Where's the shiny Gaia mana spreader? There we go. And grab you. Boop. Probably put it like right here. And mana pool. Not you. You. Right. Nope. Right here. And give it this. And a recessive spark. Come back down here. There we go. Do I have a wand? I do. Okay, and that syncs up to some good mana pools. Okay. Alright. Get out our 1D of switchy stuff. I'm not sure what range Mr. Ronan Carpus thinks he works in, but I am just hoping that it's not more than this area through here. Like, I thought it was just an 11 by 11, but apparently it is just a slight bit more. Oops. All right. Now for the moment of truth, I guess. Break this too so it doesn't accidentally choose that one instead. Put away our... Yep, that's where our petals were. Put away our redstone stuff for now. We'll come back and get more when if we need it. Item frames, did we put sparks on those other ones? I don't No. Alright, you're good. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. You're good. Okay. Oh, still making stuff even. Yep, those have sparks. Excellent. Alright, we still have a few minutes left too. So, while it's in bind mode, we're gonna bind to that guy. I thought we could see your range. Oh my god. Okay. Yep. Perfect. So that should do the trick. And can you bind to this guy? And you as well? Not Rafflowsia. Not Rafflowsia. This one. Does that work? Good. So Rafflowsia will actually... What? Oh, right. Mana spreader. Sorry. Sorry. Alright, so out of 51, how many more minutes do you think that is? 7 or 8 maybe? Alright, we'll put away our wands for now. I'll go back up and put these torches down. And I'm going to take off my helmet so we can see the actual... how dark it is up here. Because it is quite dark, I believe. Oh, right. Can't place those on pedal blocks. And I think that's about the middle. Maybe there. Definitely missed the middle with this one. Alright. Come on. Do it. I'm gonna just keep staring at this, hoping that it's gonna move. And we also need to put a on-off switch for it as well. We'll just stick it right here, I guess. Let's go back through and make sure we didn't accidentally break stuff and get it put into the hoppers. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. So I mean, it's not going to be like a huge amount of energy or mana that's going to generate, but basically. Well, I'll do some math for you here. We got our calculator out, right? So the day blooms aren't going to generate mana in this realm, just so you know. So that's already gonna cut us down there. But let's see. Rafflowsia is going to give us 2100 per flower, right? Mana. Yeah. Okay. What is the other one? Night bloom. Says, oh, wait, Nightshade maybe? I thought it was Night Bloom. Nightshade, okay. Not share. I'm checking out on the GitHub here. Subtitle, Nightshade, passive, and... I see color here, but nothing about the mana it generates. Oh, it extends day bloom. So basically it's the same thing as day bloom. So let's look for the same mana generation. Which is... Get delay between passive generation is prime question mark 10, otherwise 12? I'm guessing that means 10 per tick. On update is prime blah 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 blah. Subtitle passive generating, okay. And that implements subtitle generating, okay. Well, that's not helping much. Just tell me how much mana it generates. Oh man, are we getting close? I'm just gonna sit here so while I'm searching, we can be watching the time clock down. All right, let's search for that day bloom again. Sure, we can figure out from that subtitle how much mana generation there is. Get delay between passive generation 10 to 12. So 10 to 12 seconds between, it's like twice every second, every 10 ticks. But I see nothing about mention of how much it generates. I don't see it. Vazki. I just subtitle generating. Like all these others, it has Ministar, functional. Alright, we'll look for subtitle generating. See if we find anything for that. Which I'm not. Where's that Java? Oh, there we are. Range of 6. Okay. Tag for mana. Okay. Checks if it's passive. Plain sound effects. Oh. This mana equals this mana plus mana. Okay, so there's an add mana. Get value for passive generation. Where is that from? Okay. Get value. Return 1. Okay, so, wow, that's not very much. So we're going to be generating 1 times 64, because we're going to have about 64 nightshades. We're going to multiply that times... probably going to get about 40 minutes out of it, so 40 minutes times 60 seconds times 2. Okay. Then I'm going to add to that 2100 times 128. And we're going to divide that back by the 51 minutes and 60 seconds. So we're looking at about 188 mana per second. That's not too bad, I guess. And it's all going to happen at once, though. Most of the mana will be generated when Mr. Rafflowsia is eating up all the day blooms and stuff. Oh, hold on. I didn't fill in my hole here. Ding, ding, there we go. Okay. Magnets off, magnets off. Rafflowsia is down, Rafflowsia is down. Okay. Let's watch this do its thing. Any minute now. Yep, not in a hurry. Nope, just watching the swirly cues on the screen. Come on, do it. Do it. Oh, there's nothing simmy about this. This is the finished product. This is the madness that is mana generation. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. So, well, we got a second. Christmas is coming up, guys. Is everyone excited? Thought about what they're going to get for their friends and family and everyone they're buying presents for? Shadowhawk, I haven't had any mana generation at all. Like, the only mana generation I currently have is that right there, and it probably doesn't even work. Using the, oh, there we go. Spectralis is out and planted. We're on a timer. This is the Spectralis eating period. So we can see it count down there. And once that gets done, Spectralis will, or sorry, yeah, Rafflowsia eating period. So when it ticks again, when that gets done, that's going to send signal back through, and that one's going to go down, and the Rafflowsia will plant itself one block lower, which will be out of eating range of the flowers up above. And then hopefully we'll have enough delay on here such that, oops, that ain't right. Ain't right at all. Hold on. We decided we didn't want this, right? This was not needed. Because instead we're going with what we have down here. Oh, I hope that works. There we go, Rafflowsia is free. Fuck. Bad Rafflowsia. Bad. Also, something that didn't happen there yet. Did it get through? Sending signal, and is this guy counting down and doing its thing? It is? Huh. So when that hopped over there, it was supposed to pick up the nightshades by having signals sent through there. Boo. Okay, I'll have to fix that too, I guess. Great. So the delay with this... Apparently I need to have this delayed. So am I actually using that for anything else? I'm not, am I? Nope. Alright, we'll need some more repeaters. Lots of more repeaters. There's some of those, but I don't see my repeaters. Are we out of repeaters? Great. Well, let's see if we can at least get, let's see here, how's it coming? Is it not there yet? Okay, very close though. So the fix for this is get rid of that. Instead, place it here. And do these. Dang it. So that signal is there. Nope, 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 nope. This is... Oh, that's not going to work either, is it? Oop. Stacks on stack. I hate stacks on stack. Stick that there, and... Let's go right here. Why is that not triggering it? That should be sending signal into the block, which is then going through and triggering the funnel. Like if I place this here, maybe it's not. Great. Well, at least that shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Anyway, looks like I got some polishing to do. And I'm out of time tonight. So I'll try to get things worked out tomorrow and stream the final product. Dang it. I was all hoping I'd be able to have that work out like that. You don't even know. I was like, oh, this is perfect.